Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Just have a small video for all of you today. As I've said in my previous videos, I try to keep you all up to date with the news towards Mortal Kombat 1, and we do have a little bit to talk about today. Nothing necessarily new, but it's something that I know a lot of you probably have missed, and it's something that's been sort of not confirmed, but more or less really confirmed for probably about 3-4 days now, but I just never really got around to covering it. But again, I'm sure a lot of you haven't actually heard about this, so I think it's worth covering, even if it is just a short 5-minute video. We will of course see. But the first thing that I want to talk about is Combat Pack 3. This video is going to be a speculation video plus a news video. So we'll do the speculation first. Is Mortal Kombat 1 done now? We know that we have like skins and stuff coming, probably more gear pieces. We know that the invasion seasons are sort of recycling, which is sort of our first sign, you could say, that they stopped already at 8, I believe it was. And to me, the T1000 kind of feels like they put a lot of effort into him. I know that obviously he couldn't have like human body parts and stuff like that, because that wouldn't make sense, but his model is really well made. And he sort of feels like a final character, although I hope he isn't. I am a Mortal Kombat 1, I wouldn't say I'm a lover of the game. I don't think it's the best in the series or anything, but I really do like this game, and I do want to see it improve. I think adding new skins, gear pieces is a good thing. I think that they need to add in some more offline game modes and stuff, and I think that they should have had, you know, variations from the previous games, at least 2 save costumes. I find it kind of lame that you can't have like a sort of slot where you can have like 5 to 10 skins saved with specific gear pieces. I know in Mk1 and X, like variations determine like your moveset. I don't think you really need that here. I think you should just be able to save costumes, because like I have just for instance, with some of the ninja characters, you have the mask as their gear piece. And personally, I like to see them maskless, at least for like the default designs for Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Smoke. I think maskless can look pretty cool, but because there's no way to sort of match them in a way you want, unless you just have the one skin and one gear piece equipped, it's really annoying, because you can randomly get like default sub with the movie mask from 1995, which just looks awful, and then you can get like Mk3 sub, which is an awesome skin, but have it look like really bad because it's maskless. Like, it's just really annoying. I think that they definitely needed to add those, not necessarily variations in this instance, but at least just like slots where we can put in costumes and save them, so we can have, you know, 5 to 10 saved, and you can just pick them on the roster select screen. Like, I think that would be perfectly fine. That'd be a good thing to add. But personally, I feel like the game kind of feels done now. Like, adding in all this new stuff to the shrine, which I bought all of it in the first day, so that could have been everything for all we know. There was a few gear pieces, a couple skins, but mainly just stuff for your player banner sort of thing, like backgrounds, icons, all that sort of stuff. But either way, let me know what you guys think. Is Mk1 done? In my previous video, we sort of talked about how there were voice lines for Kung Jin, Cassie, and Jade in the game, but they were removed with the T1000 update, which means they will probably plan to be playable if they were cameos. And if they are going to be cameos, you'd think that wouldn't really have any voice lines, because cameos don't really talk as far as I can remember. So, I mean, aside from maybe like Janet Cage, but either way, it's interesting really to see like where this game is going to be going in a few months. Like, I would love if they, you know, took some time off for 4 or 5 months by adding in skins, gear, adding in stuff like I just said, you know, stuff to save costumes. I would love if they kept adding in more stages, all that crazy stuff, you know, adding in more variants to the field stage like they recently did. Again, once like you know, like I covered in the previous videos. But that's really all I wanted to talk about in terms of that, just a speculation. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm pretty sure the game is done. I really hope it isn't though. I would love to see one more combat pack and a bit more content added, especially for offline play. Now, one reason that I'm sure a lot of you guys clicked on this Rezio, oh my god, I just said Rezio. One reason you clicked on this video is probably if you're a fan of Kitana and Melina. Now, I couldn't actually fit her on the thumbnail, but there's also a new skin for Tanya as well. And this one, I don't think we know fully the date that they're coming, but they are still a decent bit away. They are being dropped with the Liu Kang season, which he is season 8. So we're currently in season 3, so that is quite a long way away. However, the last couple of seasons have released with a character. Like season 3 came out with T-1000, season 2 came back with Conan. So, you know, I think it's pretty safe to say that now that the characters are potentially done, we maybe we'll just get these seasons a bit quicker. Maybe it could be like 50 days like normal, or it could drop to like a month, who knows. But hopefully that's the case, because then we can get to this sooner. These are the 3 skins here. I'll chuck them up on screen, and they apparently, I don't think this bit's confirmed, but apparently they are just going to be available like in chests and stuff. I will let you all know if that changes, but these are pretty cool. The tiny one reminds me of her, like, it's like a kind of mix. Like, it's, for some reason, it reminds me of Mk1, but it's not an Mk1 like look, so I'm not sure. It reminds me of something. The head reminds me of Mkx, but like the body piece sort of reminds me of Mk4, or at least earlier Tanya designs. But either way, that's all I wanted to talk to you all about today. Just some small little speculation around Combat Pack 3. Let me know, do you think we will get one? I think it's definitely possible, but I think it's also equally as possible that we won't. But once again, let me know your thoughts on it. And of course, the new skins that are coming later this year alongside the Mortal Kombat 2 movie skins, which we don't fully know when those are coming out. I believe I heard somewhere that they're coming out sometime in May, so pretty soon. So that's also a worrying thing, because on the post from the Mortal Kombat Instagram account, they actually said coming later this year, and I sort of assumed that they'd be coming out when the movie does, and that's coming out in October, I'm pretty sure. So I thought maybe we could get more content because they're releasing stuff later this year. But I also remember reading somewhere that they're actually coming out in May, so that may not be the case, which also sort of hints towards the fact that they're done. But to me, Chaos Reigns doesn't really feel like a final title. It's no MK11 Ultimate or MKXL. It doesn't feel like a final version. So let me know what you guys think. Once again, I hope you all have a great day. Consider subscribing for more Mortal Kombat news videos, and thank you all so much.